Over the years, I'm sure So This Is Thailand is going to bring you some unusual stories. Today is one of those unusual stories. I've heard about animal whispering. I have no idea what it's about. I also know that if someone has a passion, they really have that passion. And the lady I'm about to interview has a passion for animal whispering and elephants. It's a story that, well, you just have to listen to and see what you believe. Maybe she'll prove something that we didn't know before. Through a friend, I heard about this lady, an Australian, who's come to Thailand for a special project. It's all about the elephants, and you might say, oh, not another story about the elephants. Well, you don't see many on our program, but when you do, it's something quite different. You all like to go and ride the animals. Isn't that sweet when you actually see them being taken along to the beaches, in the roads, because you haven't seen elephants before? But a lot of people worry about that. There's something else that we hear about called animal whispering. And so this lady, Rachel Dunn, who is from Girl Director, she's going to tell us why she's here and how she hopes she'll make a difference.
Thank you.
Rachel, you know, you're normally on the other side of the camera, so
yes, I am.
How does it feel this way?
A little bit awkward, to be honest, but you know, I'm trying to forget about that. So it's about the elephants. That's the important thing. So
now, why you live in Sydney?
Yep.
You've come here to make this special documentary and get close to the elephants.
That's right.
But it's a different technique that you're going to be using. Why elephants?
Well, I learnt animal communication. I learnt level 1 with some great teachers in Sydney, and they're international teachers, and they teach you about animal whispering, which is about telepathic communication, and that's a little bit out there for some people. But and I'm also looking into that skepticism myself, so I want to explore: is it possible that an elephant has communicated with pictures, mind to mind?
Now, when we talk about animal whispering, because a lot of us don't know about animal whispering, and you said you went to stage 1.
Yep.
What is animal whispering?
It's animal whispering is a way to communicate mind to an animal, and it's also using intuition and intuitive communication. So it's using intuition and telepathic pictures to pictures. You know, sometimes when you'll be sitting at your desk and you're just thinking about all kinds of stuff and images will flash through your mind. Well, some of those images aren't yours. And I was quite shocked to know that some of them aren't my ideas. They're just things that kind of pop in. So this is where I'm exploring that, and I'm going to put that to the test and find out if an elephant has communicated with me.
Now, when you say if an elephant has communicated with you, there are elephants around the world, but you chose Thailand.
Yes, I did.
Why Thailand?
So I've actually been in contact with Rick,
from Location Thailand,
and they've helped me immensely, and I've actually been working quite closely with Rick, and it just seemed instinctively natural. But the question does come up: what happens if my elephant isn't here? If it's in Africa? And that is a question that I'm asking.
So when you're going up to a U-tier, in fact tomorrow, you're going to be going up to a U-tier, and you're going to try and get close to an elephant.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Okay, what I want to do is actually meet all of the elephants there. There's 90, and I actually want to sit and actually get to know each elephant and put a photograph, just really sit and watch. It's about sitting and stopping, because I think everybody is so busy in their lives. They just go, 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 go. But this is about stopping and actually listening and just sitting and being with an elephant.
So you actually sit on the ground, the elephant's there, or you're standing and the elephant's there.
Yep.
And it's like mental telepathy. You look in the eyes of the elephant. Do you touch the elephant?
No, no.
It's just looking.
It's actually
mind to mind.
You can do it over distances as well. And
oh, really? How come?
Well, I've been reading The Elephant Whisperer, and it's a great book about a conservationist that learnt how to communicate with elephants, and he died in March, unfortunately, and a whole load of elephants actually mourned his death and found out somehow that he died. For 3 days, they were actually at his house. The whole continent,
So the intelligence of an animal is equal to the intelligence of dolphin?
A dolphin, apes. There've also been scientific studies saying that elephants actually, can cure headaches. If you just pressed your head up against an elephant's head, you can actually, cure headaches.
So what you may end up proving, if your elephant is here, if the association is here, is that everything we've learned over years and years and years of working with the elephants, prodding the elephants, of giving them the sugar cane, whatever
Yep.
it is. That may be all wrong.
Yes. Well, and I don't like to say wrong because I don't want to come to a country and say, look, this is wrong. I'm just offering a different way. And I want to show by experience and by leading. So leading by example and showing what I find out.
Right.
So, yeah.
You also said you want to teach the elephant to take photographs.
Yes.
This sounds a little bit far-fetched. We've seen them playing soccer and we actually see them painting,
Yes.
which some of us don't have great opinions on.
Yes.
What do you mean taking a photograph?
Well, this is the idea about the animal whispering, is that I had an image in my mind of an elephant taking a photograph, and this is why I'm in Thailand, as weird as it might sound, is to find one elephant. And perhaps this elephant already knows photography. I mean, they do watch people and they watch people. So why isn't it possible that an elephant can take a photograph already?
Well, I guess the question is, taking the photograph, how are they going to hold it? How are they going to move? Is it a photograph of the mind, or is it a photograph?
It's a
with a
photograph
camera?
with a camera. So I think that maybe they want to communicate their world to us, but in a simple way, I would ask the elephant how they want that to be.
That's really incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
for somebody that's not in this,
Yes.
hasn't checked it out at all, it's like,
Yep.
this sounds a bit far-fetched.
I know, and I understand that too, and I
So
definitely.
even though you understand it,
Yes.
you're obviously going to spend a lot of money to do
Yes,
this,
I am.
and you're putting a lot of time into
I
it.
am.
So you're a great believer.
I do, and that's, out of everything I've ever done, I believe in this so much.
So you're normally a film director
Yes.
and a producer, and you
Yes.
make things happen,
Yes.
and you've never had a close association with
No,
elephants.
No.
When you go to animal whispering,
Yes.
you learn about all sorts of animals.
Yes.
I still have to ask you, why the elephant?
Because the idea came into my mind.
And you saw the picture?
I saw the picture so clearly that I have to now question, okay, let's put this animal whispering to the test, and let's just see what happens if I see this elephant, and what happens if they do want to communicate with us.
So say, for example, you're sitting there and there's 90 elephants
Yep.
at Elephants Day, and one of them comes up to you,
Yep.
and this one stands out from the rest.
Yep.
Emotionally, you'd have to say,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yes, that's right.
But it may not be.
Yeah, that's right too.
So how do you know?
I think, in your gut, when you just, maybe when you came to Thailand, you just knew.
That was the right thing to do.
Yes, it's the same thing.
And if you actually prove this, as you say, you don't want to
Yeah.
prove anything to anybody, but if in fact
Yes.
we actually can see the world through the elephant's eyes,
Yes.
what does that mean for elephants in the future? I know you don't want to
Yeah,
change anything, and
no,
I think that's
yeah.
really good, and people will really appreciate that.
And
But
that's, yeah.
what will that change?
Well, what I'm hoping is that people will see them for the amazing wisdom that they have, and then stop and listen and actually want to be with an elephant, instead of trying to make them do things that we want. It's about listening to them and learning the wisdom that they have.
It's a bit degrading, isn't it, sometimes, when you actually
Yeah.
see what the elephant has to do.
It is, and so they're so intelligent. So
There's also been some stories about, and you told me just before the interview, that you actually want the guy who looks after the elephant to prod you.
yes,
Now, I have to say, I know you're Australian and you go in the sun a lot, but your skin is not as thick
that's
as an
good.
elephant's, right?
Yes, I hope not.
So
Yeah.
it's going to hurt you a lot more than the elephant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but I guess I'm after the reaction. Why can someone treat an elephant this way and not treat a person this way? Or if they're happy to, I want to experience what they experience. I want to see how the tools work.
What else do you want to get from this?
I also would love to go to a school, and I'd love to go to a school and ask kids what makes them happy, and what would make an elephant happy, what would make an elephant sad, what would make them sad. I'm trying to associate feelings with animals so that people understand that an animal has feelings as well.
That's sort of something that we've only learned in the last little while, that
Yeah.
animals, I think, do have feelings and
Yeah.
they do get upset. I've never had animals before. I've now got 3 dogs, and I came home late the other night, maybe a little worse for wear, and one of the dogs wouldn't talk to me. So, I mean, they do have feelings.
They
do
do.
quite upset.
And you can talk to them and they respond and say, what's wrong, what have I done? And see what images might flash up.
Yeah, and what's the really good thing about it is they don't answer you back, like a partner.
Yes, very true. Yeah.
So when you've actually done this, and let's say you find the elephant,
Yes.
you're then going to produce a documentary.
I'm filming the documentary as I go.
Okay.
And yes, I'll be doing the whole thing as I go. Yes.
And if in fact you don't find the elephant here,
Okay, then I want to ask people about their own elephant stories, to connect people with elephants in just, you know, a human way, just connecting animal and human together.
how far are you prepared to go?
The thing that fears me the most is if I go to Africa and the elephant's not here and I have to go to Africa, that it fears me. I'm a little bit scared of that.
Why?
I guess the dangers that might be there.
Because you need to get so close to the elephants, don't you?
I'm not scared of the elephants. I'm more scared of the fighting, you know.
Oh, okay, that's
So
interesting.
I'm not scared of the elephants at all.
You believe you've got a relationship with them.
I believe I will have, and I trust them. It's like, you know, if you have a pet, that love you feel, you know, that's really deep and it's just pure. That's.
I have to say, this is probably one of the most unusual stories that we have ever done.
Okay.
What else is on the agenda for you?
Oh, look, there's Tough Girls, a kickboxing series coming up.
Yes, right. You used to come here and kickbox, yeah?
I didn't used to come here and kickbox. I did a bit of boxing in Sydney.
Oh,
So,
did you? Okay.
yes, so,
for self-defense, for frustration, for stress,
yeah,
for what?
For stress.
Yeah?
And boxing, I also think that it's a girl's journey, you know, watching girls come here to fight from different countries. I think it's amazing. So, yeah.
So that's something else you're going to do with Rick.
Yes, definitely.
He's going to
So-
keep you busy, or you're going to keep him busy?
I don't know. I think a bit of both. But, you know, thank you. That's great.
Yeah. So we would like to follow your story through.
Okay.
I mean, it would be nice to know that you go to the next stage and the next stage
Thank
and the
you.
next stage.
Okay.
If you get that relationship,
Yep.
please give us a call straight
Oh,
away,
I will,
because I think
okay.
it's an incredible story.
Yep.
For me, it's a little bit
I know,
far-fetched,
I
to be
know.
perfectly honest with you, in the
Yep.
way I think. But as I said, having animals myself for the first time in my life,
Yeah.
I can see the relationship and I can see the emotion that goes between those people.
Yeah.
The only thing I love, as I say, is they don't talk back.
Yes. Well, there's
Thanks.
a guy called Caesar who's a well-known dog whisperer.
Oh,
and,
right.
I was listening to him before I came here, actually, and he specialises in dogs, so you might want to check him out.
I whisper my dog, but not under normal circumstances. Rachel, every
What kind of
success.
dog? Okay, thank you.
Husky,
Okay.
Ridgeback, and a
Oh, beautiful.
temple dog.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello and welcome to the section of Sanook.
Like we all said every single day, this is the coolest, the best part, the trendiest part of Seoul. This is Thailand. My name is PK.
And I'm Nick.
Today we'll be talking about movies.
Everybody loves movies.
Of course.
Everybody loves.
Action, sci-fi, romance, porn. We all love
No,
movies.
no. Just sci-fi is enough.
Okay.
Don't go with the.
Okay.
That's enough.
So what do you have for us today, man?
Well, I want to talk about the. I think it's a remake of Dredd, the 3D movie's coming up pretty soon.
Wait, Dredd. That sounds. Wait. Judge Dredd, back in the days with Sylvester Stallone.
Yes.
So they do another remake?
It's gonna be another one,
My God.
but this time it's in 3D.
And is Stallone to be in it too?
No,
or
not this time.
Oh, so they changed cast.
Yeah.
So who's playing the leading role for Dredd?
Well, the leading role for Dredd, I kind of forgot, but
Thank you, Mr. Info. You guys just Google it. But hey, so far it looks pretty good. And just imagine all of that, all the explosion, all the sci-fi will be all in 3D. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Dredd was really cool. It's very futuristic. He was like
well, you're the judge, jury, and the executioner all in one.
Oh, I remember.
See.
This actually was the movie that launched the career of Sandra Bullock.
Bullock. She was there.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Look it up. Look it up in imdb.com. Way back in the 90s.
Well, I mean, really old.
Yeah, really old.
But this time, I think the overall picture of it, I mean, it could be fun because you have to wear the glasses and everything, the 3D glasses.
It's not gonna be as crappy as Total Recall. Right?
Leave the Total. It's a good movie.
I paid 700 baht for it.
See, that's what happens when you see again. Stupid.
No, man. You bring a beautiful girl. You know my girl.
There it
Girl's a
is.
supermodel.
Here it goes. Back to the women again.
My girl's a supermodel, so she's gonna sit in the comfy chair, man.
Oh, she's pretty big?
108. No, 100. No, my love is way too big for the regular chairs.
700 baht for
I actually paid 15 the other day.
$15
No, 1,500 baht.
for two.
It came with alcohol.
But Judge
It
Dredd.
did. Okay.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, you did.
Where?
Now you want to know. Now you want to know. Okay,
well-
tell us about the ride.
Okay, well then, just don't forget, it's 3D, all right?
Okay.
And do you like wearing the glasses for like 2 hours?
Actually, no. That actually distracted me from the essence of the movie. I really don't like the 3D movies.
Yeah, I found myself every time I watch, go in. I did try it, 3D movies. I always have to take it out and open it, all the time because it really.
Right.
I don't know if it happened to you, but.
I mean, the best 3D movie I saw was just Avatar.
Oh.
But then after that, that's it. I mean, I like the 4DS, the 4DX, the 3Ds and the moving seats. They have that in the Paragon. But then anything with the just 3D alone, not a big fan.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
I think it's just kind of. I think it's because you're getting old too. That's why.
No, it's not
It's
bad.
a young crowd. They seem to
No,
like
it's
it.
not bad. You know what? I read a review about the 3D movie, and they said that you lose out on a lot of the brightness, the contrast, the imaging, right? And not only that, every time I go to a movie theater, right? Every time I paid for the 3D thingy,
Yeah.
my glasses always got that smudge. Like the French fries oil smudge on it, and you can't wipe them off. So every time I watch a movie, it's like this side's super clear, this thing is coming at me, this one is coming at me blurry. It's like a knife, but is that a knife because I got this oil stain right on it? And it's annoying.
But you know what? You know what you have to do?
What?
Basically on the it's just for experience. Just for the fun experience.
Kids will
overlook
love it.
things. Yeah,
Kids will love
overlook
it. But for us, the elderly crowd, just go watch the regular movie. It's good. It's good. And don't forget though, if you got a supermodel girlfriend, 700 baht is worth it. You get the blankie.
Yeah.
And the seats, and you get the little block you see on the side.
Oh, because you're not even watching the movie now, either.
Who's watching movies? I'll see you next time with Sanuk.
You don't watch the movies when you go there 70 baht. You just go there for the cuddling. Right?
I didn't go for the movie.
Huh? Oh, have you cut yet?